So in my previous video we talked about the chemical equilibrium, the introduction and the graphs. So now let's talk further about those like forward reaction and backward reaction, right? Like consider that we have a equation which is PCl3 plus Cl2 which is basically a reversible reaction and it will form PCl5, right? Basically we know that like there are certain conditions or certain characteristics for the chemical equilibrium, that the forward reaction, like the speed of forward reaction must be equal to the speed of backward reaction, right? Now like one important thing to remember is that the rate of forward reaction is fast at beginning. Now why it is fast at beginning? Because of the concentration. Because at the beginning the concentration of these reactants is higher, so means there will be higher collision, so that's why the forward reaction is fast, right? But after some time, obviously like after gradually slowly as the time passes, the rate of the forward reaction like it becomes slow. Now second thing to remember is that the rate of backward reaction is very slow. It's very slow, or you can say negligible or very slow at beginning, because as you can see over here, reactants, like over here at the starting there's a high concentration of reactants, right? But if we talk about the products, there is zero concentration of the product. So obviously when there is no concentration, how will the reaction proceed, right? So that's why the rate of backward reaction is very slow, or you can say negligible at the beginning. But as the time passes, like with time, obviously the reaction will increase. Right? Now let's talk about the Kc. Now what is Kc? Basically, first of all, Ke. Ke is basically like the word, like the letter K means constant, right? It means the constant for equilibrium. Ke means constant for equilibrium, that is known as Ke. But when the concentration is constant, like when the concentration becomes when the concentration becomes constant, that is known as Kc. When the concentration becomes constant, that's why the C basically denotes the concentration which is constant, right? So basically there are certain ways in order to find the Kc, like to determine the Kc. There are certain ways to determine Kc. Basically, what is Kc? Kc is basically the ratio. It is a ratio between the concentration of the product and the concentration of the reactant. Like the concentration of product as a numerator and the concentration of the reactant as a denominator. This ratio is basically, this is a ratio, shows us the what is Kc. Now basically there are two methods in order to identify, like in order to determine the the value of Kc. Like first method which we have is basically the physical method, right? Basically what happens in this physical method, here we use spectrophotometry. Here basically we use spectrophotometry. Now what is this? Spectro means spectrum, photo means basically light, or radiation. It means light or radiation. Now radiation can be any, like radiation can be UV rays, like ultraviolet rays. It can be infrared rays, right? These can be visible rays too. Now how from these rays or these radiation we can find the value of Kc? It's like we will pass, for example, we will pass these UV rays to both reactants and product, right? And we will check the percentage absorptance of light. Basically there will be percentage absorptance of the light. Basically there is a relationship that the concentration, like the concentration is directly proportional to the absorption of light. Like as there will be the absorption of light, as the reactant and the product will absorb the light, it will show us the concentration, and it will be shown us into the spectrophotometer. There will be spectrophotometer attached, which will indicate basically the absorption. It will indicate what? Absorption. But when this absorption stops, like when this absorption stops, it means that the concentration is now constant, and we can easily get the value of Kc. And Kc is what? Like equilibrium when the concentration is constant. So obviously when the absorption will stop, like as I said that absorption is directly proportional to the concentration. When the absorption will stop, obviously the concentration will also stop. It means the concentration will become constant. So we can easily determine the value of Kc. Right? Determine the value of Kc. Now second method which we have is basically the chemical method. Second method we have, which is chemical method. Now what is this? Basically in this we use titration. We use titration in this. But consider that we have ethyl alcohol whose formula is C2H5OH, and this is ethyl alcohol. And we use ethyl alcohol and acetic acid, CH3COOH, which is basically the acetic acid. When these will combine together, this is obviously a reversible reaction. They will form water, plus they will form C2H5CH3COO. Basically it is an ester. Now basically this process is known as esterification. If you are a bio student, you know that what is esterification, but if you are pre-engineering student, no worries at all. I will explain you that what is esterification. Basically esterification, it is a reaction in which when an alcohol, and like ethyl alcohol, it is an alcohol, when an alcohol combines with acetic acid, or any acid, right? When the alcohol combines with the acid and they produce water, the bond between the remaining reactant is known as ester bond, and this process is known as esterification, right? So now let us consider, let's move to our main topic, which is in order to determine the value of Kc by the chemical method. Now our initial concentration of these is A, this is B. Obviously the concentration will be 0 over here because now the reaction has just started, right? And as I have stated you before that, for like at the beginning the backward reaction is 0 or negligible or very slow, right? So here the concentration will be 0. Now there will be some changes in the concentration. Now it will be minus x because some reactant is being used. It will go to this this product side, so obviously it will show it by minus x2, here plus x and plus x. Now obviously there will be some equilibrium, like what is the sum up, what is the difference, equilibrium. We will show a minus x, b minus x, and it will be x, it will be also x, right? And we know that basically these all are the concentration. These are what? Concentration. And we know that the unit of concentration is basically mole per dm cube, or dm cube is what? This volume. So now we will put these values in mole per dm cube, which will be like a minus x upon v, b minus x upon v, x upon v, and x upon v. Now we know that the Kc is basically equal to concentration of product and concentration of reactant. Basically this concentration of product is known as active mass. This is known as active mass. Now we will put these values into this. Kc is equal to Kc is x upon v concentration. Like for the concentration we use a square bracket. Now x upon v over here, then it will be like a minus x upon v, b minus x upon v. Now v cancel. Now what will we form? Here x is square because both are same x, right? Here x is square and a minus x and b minus x. So this is the formula of Kc. Now what is the formula? Formula is Kc is equal to x square upon concentration, like a minus x and b minus x. Now this is a formula, and this is very important formula in order to solve many MCQs, many word problems and all that, and we will be discussing about this formula in my next video. So I hope this is clear to you. If you have any kind of queries in in this video, you can ask me in the comment section and I'll be very glad to answer you guys.